I would honestly say, even when he says, we're going to fuck some pasta, you should probably bleep him saying it, because...
What is the most fuckable pasta? That is a question we will be answering right now today.
He looks like a guy who's a part-time cosplayer that pretends to be some kind of vampire prince. And he's probably really popular on the Chinese streaming services. I already hate his fucking
at name, dude. Milklander, that bothers me. I don't like that.
I didn't even notice that. That is insane, dude. Milklander. It only takes one video for you to figure out what this guy's all about.
Correct.
Jesus Christ. All right, hold on.
I mean, it's liked by some people we know, too, which makes it even that much more funny.
Okay. Oh, boy. All right.
For you audio listeners, we're just coming out swinging. And Kyle decided to send me a reel where where it says on the top, it says, girls theories. I wonder if we're alone in the universe. Boys theories. And it's an emo Twilight looking motherfucker that goes, I want to know which pasta feels the best to fuck.
Welcome back to this episode of the Naturals Pod. I'm Uncle Kyle. This is Sweet Derek the pervert, or the producer. Excuse me, I didn't mean to.
This is the video you found. I didn't find this video.
Listen, okay.
This video popped up on your algo.
We've discussed this many times before. All right. The internet is a mysterious place. So is the algorithm. I was not trying to have that playing in the background. I just wanted to see what this motherfucker looked like, so we could talk about it. So I got down a side quest wormhole on Instagram, and I scrolled across this gem, and I just read what they told you, the on-screen caption, if you will. But below that, for boys' theories, you see this guy with the most concerning side part ever. It's like something straight out of a post-apocalyptic steampunk
You know what
movie.
he looks like, dude? He looks like a street magician you'd see in San Francisco.
And he's even got the pose right now. Dude, if he was holding some fucking cards, it would be locked in. But he has a bang side part combo, and it's really long on the side.
It's bad.
This is someone you don't want going near your children. So anyways, usually when I'm scrolling through reels, had to figure out if it was shorts or reels there for a second. Reels, I keep the volume off because, like, sometimes, you know, I'm waiting at the DMV or sitting in a line and you're just kind of scrolling, but you don't want to be the obnoxious person with the volume on full blast watching reels. You also don't want to be the obnoxious person who's holding their phone like this on speakerphone and talking into the ass end of it like you're yelling into a tunnel to see how loud it echoes when you've mentioned that before that
you hate that shit.
It is the worst thing ever.
It's funny that bothers you so much.
So I see the caption. You see 5 of these, let's call them devices, in front of the man. And in front of those devices are plates of pasta. And it looks like the plates of pasta and what's inside of the devices is the same thing.
I mean, I'm just going to say what the devices are.
No. We will not be sponsored by them. And I'm leaving this up to the audience to figure out. Okay. It honestly, part of it to me, it kind of looks like a slimmed down Big Gulp from 7-Up. Like if you just stretched one of those cups out. It could also look very similar to a large handheld light device. Some would call a flashlight. So I let the video play sans volume as he enthusiastically is telling you what he's going to do in his YouTube video. I mean, this may be on a tube, but it's not the YouTube. Might be a little red tube.
It's on a hub.
It's on a hub.
I don't know what kind of hub.
It's on a hub or a link or an XXX, one of these places. So basically, the guy's asking which one of the different varieties of pasta would be the most pleasurable to interact with using the device.
I don't like that you worded it that, dude.
This is the way I'm comfortable talking about it. If we're using
pleasurable interaction,
Yeah.
dude. That's might be worse than just saying fuckable, dude.
Derek, if this video exists, you know that it goes on for longer, and at one point, I wonder if he just takes his pants off or if it's full naked.
So I did a little bit of diving before you came into this room.
Oh, about this?
And it's a 13-minute long video of him fucking the different I didn't watch the video, dude. I didn't watch it, but it's a real.
I'm leaving. I don't think I want to be a part of this anymore.
Oh, dude. Because someone said in the comments, dude, I just lost 1338 of my time and all a bit of my sanity.
Bless
dude.
you. Mudkip_420.
But the one that
Bless
really
you.
intrigued me is someone hits you with the rankings. Do you want to know what he
No. I mean,
I gotta at least get you with one, dude.
First of all, I need to ask you a question. In 13 minutes and 38 seconds, and let's assume that two of that is dedicated to describing what's about to happen.
It's probably edited together too. I would imagine he just went back to back to back to back, but maybe he did. I don't know.
Are you suggesting that he finished
Oh, he finished in the pasta. I get
every time? I don't know. 5 times in a row? I hope he was drinking Gatorade
Or he
in
did
between
different
and
times.
rehydrating.
Maybe he did it like over a couple days. It's an experiment. Dude.
You know that his entire fucking closet is black shirt, studded belt, black pants. So sure, yeah. A multi-parter.
Dude.
Okay. What's the ranking? Do I need to scroll down in the comments?
No, I have it up. I have it up right now.
Oh my God.
Because it's towards the top and it says the rankings S tier is macaroni. Macaroni's number 1, dude.
I mean, I can't see what he said. I didn't see how it went because he doesn't tell you what each of them are in the reel.
One, yeah.
And
the
I wasn't going for the video.
The bottom one is surprising. It's lasagna.
That doesn't surprise me, honestly. I feel like
he said it got too loose.
I feel like in an ideal situation with lasagna. Oh my God, that is horrible. You said he called it loose? Jesus. So there's 2 situations with those. This wasn't what this whole episode is supposed to be about.
Dude,
so at a certain point, we will pivot, but we got to finish. You know, if we've learned nothing,
we got to finish like he finished in that pasta.
or like 100v1, dude. Like, you got to finish.
Dude, it's so disturbing. Why would you even want to do this?
Lasagna at its best will kind of spiral around you. Or it's like this, and it's creating a barrier that you gotta... I don't see how that would be bad, though. You're going through it. Like you're forging your own path through the lasagna.
This now,
hips
dude.
first.
Oh.
I mean, honestly...
How much money?
If you get a supersized rigatoni, that's got to be the number 1, right? Am I right? Like, that's the pasta.
I mean, he says S tier's macaroni. Yeah, dude. I don't know. That's fucking hilarious. How much money would you have to get to watch this actual video?
None. If you that should be on the Geneva Convention, making somebody sit and watch something like that, and just like the 100 versus 1 shit. Who is it for and who's watching? What service is this on?
What is where you can watch it?
God, I don't want to taint any of our devices, but I just want to know. I want to see the comments section of that. I want to see how many views it has. I want to see the metrics on this video.
I know.
That's disturbing. But the guy looks, I mean, I'm sure Derek will throw a picture up for you guys so you can check it out.
I'll even
this guy looks like somebody that fucks pasta. I'll say it right at the end of the bit. If you were like, here's a room with 50 people in it, who fucks pasta?
It would be like
this guy.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't even be close, dude. It wouldn't even be close.
Real quick, dude, because we got to go full gross. I am curious. If you had to pick, what is a type of food that you'd fuck? Like, would you go American Pie, right? One of the most classic movies of all time, where he's banging a pie.
Fucking a pie is so impractical. I don't know why that became a part of the movie.
That got chose, right? Yeah.
For all the men out there, and even if there's younger men watching, you've all had that moment where you were getting a tingle in your jingle, and you had to deal with that. And sometimes you did some weird shit.
Never.
Because there isn't a magical fairy, the puberty fairy, that just goes boop, 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 and hops in out of screen and flies on your shoulder and then whispers all the secrets of manhood in your ear.
It's like the Nick Kroll show or whatever, where they did the monster or whatever with that. That was kind of like the premise of that show, but I don't know if you ever watched that on Netflix.
Give us the details. The Big Mouth show?
The Big Mouth,
Never watched it.
So Big Mouth, that's basically what it is there's like a puberty monster. And as you're going through monster, there's this puberty that's like talking over your shoulder. I wasn't
stealing your shit,
like
Nick Kroll.
No, I wasn't saying you're stealing. I'm just saying it's like his show. Yeah, and that's kind of what made Big
Clearly
Mouth so
a
funny,
genius idea that he beat me to.
Correct.
But
we all think alike.
Yeah, super weird and concerning. These are the people that we don't need in society. Because I feel like he's the guy at work that says shit to you and you're immediately concerned. You're like, did this guy come in with a bag? Does he own a gun? Oh fuck, dude, so fucked up.
It's hilarious. That was hilarious. So that was fucking wild that came across.
Yeah, we had to hit that off the top because it's just the internet.
It's got to be talked about. Yeah,
has some absurd things, and it's just another thing of holding up the mirror where they shame you for saying certain things. This guy's here has a pasta display that he's going to make love.
Correct.
To.
So like you could say you could say the word fuck a couple times in a short, and it's like we can't monetize you, but we're going to leave this dude on here talking about fucking pasta.
Is fucking thriving on the internet. By the way, it almost has 500,000 likes. So imagine the views. Because I didn't like it. Imagine the views on that shit. Yeah. But on a more serious tip, this was supposed to be. Serious. we give you the sugar first, and now I'm coming in with the veggies. But it's good. I have something that I've wanted to talk about for a while, and I've just been kind of ever since the beginning of the new year. I've kind of been living my life a certain way, trying to do more acts of service, help more people, be more mindful of others, and less focused on myself. Because admittedly, when we were... I got to get this guy off the screen. When we were doing the podcast last year, and I'm sure you feel the exact same way, I was just so... Let's have a little music, sure. I was just so balls deep into it that I was just focused on this and it and me. And my thing, And, bless Caitlin and Dad for putting up with that and being cool with it. I feel like I wasn't a totally terrible person, but, I was focused on my thing. And the one thing that really made me, or brought it into perspective, rather, was Caitlin and I, when we were younger, both of our parents had to work. Our parents made pretty good money, so they could afford to have someone watch us. Her name was Pat. Pat's known me my entire life. And my sister, I think, was very small, maybe 2 years old when she started watching her, and then me when I came along. So she's a very special person. Even after she wasn't watching us anymore, she was a part of our lives. She'd come to family gatherings. She'd come to our events to cheer us on. She always had this famous saying that she was going to dance naked at my wedding, which was always hilarious. When I was a kid, I was like, ooh, don't do that. But, it's just funny. It just means she would be happy. Do you have any special people like that in your life that you can remember? Other than your immediate family, like any close family friends?
So basically you're asking me, is anyone like around that's not immediate family? I could think of one. I don't know would this be immediate family? Would you consider an ex-uncle's brother like an immediate family member? It's kind of like close.
That's got a pretty good, fair degree of removal. I mean, Pat is related to us in no way. But she's just so... There's people that are... They're family, but you're not related to them.
So my aunt is my real family. Who she married is the uncle. Okay. So it's not like blood, and then his brother.
I figured as much when you said ex-uncle.
Yeah, so that was kind of more like... I'm like, I don't know if that... But anyways, him, dude, he always was... it was always fun hanging out with him, man. Like he's into like, you know, guitar and video games, and he's just like the cool fucking, you know, he's just a cool buddy to hang out with, dude. Just like an adult child that just is fucking down to just fucking do funny shit, dude. So he was always kind of cool. We'd go to like arcades. He loved pinball. Pinball was our thing, so we play like pinball. He's a David Bowie fan and shit, so that's the pinball kid, I think.
Pinball
right?
pisses me off, dude. I want to enjoy it. But,
it's so fun,
and it's so
dude.
simple because, like, literally, all you're doing is hitting some paddles, and still, that little son of a bitch will just find a way to go right in between them.
I kind of want to watch you play pinball now, dude. I've been wanting to go to that museum that they have here, dude.
All right. You know what? We'll put that on the books. We're going. Perhaps if we go in a soon enough period of time to put it in the episode, we'll drop that in. You can see me become frustrated with.
Well, I mean, I'd say we could even create some content out of it, dude. We could film us while we're there, and then we could plug it in even a future episode, and people could look for us playing pinball. But pinball's super fun. He was in a guitar, dude, so that was really fun. So we would make, when I was, you know, in high school, I had a 16 track digital recorder, and I'd be recording my jams, and we'd make songs and multiple
By the way, you have to put up the picture of you with the long
dude,
emo hair playing your guitar.
I mean, yeah, I'll find that one. It is cool. It was a fucking cheesy ass haircut to have, dude. But yeah, it's the fucking metal hair. It's like the Lamb of God Randy, where it just goes, it's like the emo / metal fucking bangs over your eyes.
You just look like you don't care, and you're fucking hard and metal.
You do funny shit like that when you're a kid, dude, especially like bleach your hair and all that shit, dude. Yeah.
Ice spiker gel that had the colors in it.
Yeah. All that shit.
You're like, I'm about to make a creation.
Yeah. But he was fun. He was just fun. I was like, I visited even after my aunt and uncle split. Like I would even go out to, when I went out there to visit my aunt, I would visit him too. Like he'd be a part of that visit.
So they had an amicable relationship. The split was amicable, or you were just like, I don't give a fuck. I like this guy.
It wasn't amicable, but Mark didn't really agree even with his brother in that situation, and he still like cared about me. So we were always cool. Like it didn't affect my relationship between him or me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's good.
So yeah,
I like that.
And he's cool. He's into like comic books and all that. He's just a cool dude, man. So he was always fun to just go do shit with. So
nice.
Took me to like a little club once when I was like 21. I think around 21. We went to San Francisco and we went to a club. It was a good time, dude.
Was there a lot of dudes?
Met a girl, went to like
Shirtless
Santa
dudes?
Cruz and just hung out on the beach and shit, dude. It was like a movie, you know what I'm saying? That's like the movie shit that happens. Like, met a girl in a club in California.
Did you have sex with her on the beach? Did you have sex with her somewhere else? If you had sex with her, don't blink. Okay.
I did, but you already kind of. I mean, I wasn't going to reveal that I had sex on a beach, but yes, I had sex with her on the beach.
You said it was a movie, Derek. If it's one of those melodramatic Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he doesn't get the pussy style movies, that's not the movie that I'm thinking of.
It could have been that.
Fuck that movie, dude. Score at the end. We don't score till we score.
Yes, it was pretty epic, dude. So it was just a glorious. It was.
I'm
just
happy
a great,
for you. That's a great experience.
It was great, dude. Yeah,
I'm just like kind of concocting my own beach experience in my mind right now. Listen,
have you done it on the beach?
Huh?
Have you done it on the beach?
Fuck no, dude. Sand. You want sand in your cracks, sand on your balls, buddy. Anybody
like that
through time and eternity who's visited a beach will bring big ass towels, and you're like, this will be my safety zone from the sandy feet and just being like nasty and feeling like a Brillo pad. And inevitably, there's a gust of wind. Some dipshit's playing volleyball, and he comes running up to get the ball and just kicks a big old mound of dirt on your fucking towel, and you're like, thanks, Ken. Okay. I hate you and volleyball.
All right. Well, it was pretty great, dude, in the moment. So
I'm happy for you. So confirmed on the beach then.
Yes.
Oh, okay. But towel, and that worked out.
It did. Yeah.
1 in a million.
It was more like of a blanket than a towel. Because it was a night. It was a a bonfire beach party, dude. And then we walked down to the beach where it was darker and more
I would say like one of the thrilling. I'm honestly not proud of this. This makes me sound kind of perverted, but she was willing and we were there. Was in the back of the truck I had in high school at the drive-ins. I mean,
you're just out in the open, buddy. Like people could literally turn and go, "Oh, they're fucking."
We had friends in the car next to us. I don't think that was the only time we ever had sex
so
in
you
the
were just
drive-in.
fucking in the open, dude. That's insane, buddy.
Quietly, gently.
Nah, dude, you saw that.
You gotta, buddy, if you knew some of the covert situations in which I had sexual intercourse with a lady, I'd blow your mind. I had sex in a basement and there was probably like 6 other people sleeping there. And I was trying not to breathe hard, so I'm like, so you gotta try.
Oh, dude.
And then I had to go into a closet.
I don't
and
believe
put
that
a
none of them
towel
didn't
in front of me.
wake
And
up,
just,
dude.
I never heard about it if they did. Sorry.
How do you even get to a point of fucking if you can't really talk and it's just quiet in your bunch of the rooms? It's just like a more of a touching thing, and it just happens. That's pretty awesome too, dude.
I mean, this
Were you
wasn't
vibing like the whole night up to that?
correct.
Obviously?
You were making it sound like a eyes wide shut Diddy situation, and somebody just wanders up to me in the dark and goes, "Hey, is this what you want? Are you interested in this? Is this fun? Is this good?"
It's like that funny scene in Workaholics, dude, the over the pants handy part where she just walks up to him in the store and just starts giving him over the pants handy, and he's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I'd never let that. I don't care how hot
Yeah,
she is.
that's
I'd never let
weird.
that happen. I'd be
Right in a
like,
grocery
okay,
store
first of all,
order.
this is sexual assault. Take your hand off of me. Take your hand off.
Nah, dude, if the girl was just like unreal, you would not tell her to stop.
Who do you think's going to jail in that situation, Derek? Who do you think's going to jail?
Probably you.
Possibly both of you, but I feel like more often than not, the woman in that situation is going to get away with it. All right, we're on a tangent. Let's bring it back.
Yeah,
okay, so special people in your life, close like family. You know, a lot of times, often people don't have great relationships with their family.
Correct.
I would say for the majority, like I'm cool with most of my family and neutral with others. Like, I don't know. We just don't talk and shit that much.
Yeah.
Not trying to be an asshole.
No,
It's just a real thing.
I get it, yeah.
But, you know, the way I was raised, the people I was raised by, Patty included, and just a lot of the people that we associated with were a part of this culture of taking care of one another, looking after one another, helping one another, you know, and at times like bringing people into that fold. But there's always negative sides to that. You know, there's people that come into situations and they realize, they're like, wow, this person's doing a lot for me. This is so generous. Like, I like this, but they don't understand what's going on. Like, when somebody's taking care of you like that, the lesson or the takeaway that you should have is, this is how I should be treating other people, because this feels great. And this feels like this is the way the world should be.
Yeah.
We should all take care of one another, be good stewards. You don't have to like everybody or get along with everyone, but just treat people with the same respect that you want. And we can all live in peace. That's my pitch to the United States of America and the globe.
America.
Hear me, globe.
Fuck yeah.
But, you know, I mean, I feel like we experienced that with the pod and the whole Todd situation, which we don't need to get into in depth again. And I have many times throughout my life, and they're learning lessons. It's unfortunate because you see someone struggling and you're like, I'm going to help this person. They need somebody to reach out and help them. No one's stepping up to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take care of them and help them. And then, you know, you don't want anything in return. You just want to see them succeed and also give you a little fucking respect for going out of your way to help them get out of a rut.
Yeah.
But in my experience, a good amount of people don't.
Yeah.
They don't give a
weird.
fuck.
Yeah.
They don't care about stuff like that. Some people are just destined to ruin their own life, and they're spiraling anyways, so there's nothing you can do about it. But I feel like the reason for that is it's environmental. It's the people you're around.
Yeah, that's true. I'd agree with that too.
It's the way that they behave and carry themselves, which is why with my job and the work that I do, I have a 20-year-old kid who's my apprentice now. Now, I'm honest with him, and I don't sit there and go, I'm a great guy and I don't do anything wrong and blah, 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 and this, that, and the other. No, I tell him about the bad parts of my life, mistakes I've made, things they want to avoid. They might still do it anyways, but honestly, when we were younger, there is a ton of stupid shit that I did that it would have been nice if there was a man other than my father who's kind of either a mentor or just somebody who I would respect to step in and say, hey, you're making mistakes. Stop. You need to stop doing that. This is not what you need to be doing with your life. And I know that from experience, or I know other people, or I was related to someone, you know? It's all about making the connection. So my question to you is, what do you feel like is the thing that you do to show people care and that you love them? Like, if you really want to go out of your way. Mine, and like I said, it's more of a family trait, is acts of service, doing things for people. This weekend, I went and did a couple jobs for friends of people that I know, didn't charge them a dime. They're super grateful. They had a problem solved. I get to do something that makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm helping my fellow man out. So what would be Derek's version of that? Hit me.
I mean, mine's probably like similar to act of service and stuff too. You know what I mean? Like, I'll help them in some way that I can, or like for me too, it's, I would say when someone wants to like do something and be successful at something, I'm happy to give them my time to help them. So I've done that, like poker, for instance, you know what I mean? Like people that were trying to come up and saw where I was at or just wanted to get better at the game, I would just give them my time. Try to get them better at that to succeed their goal. So basically like trying to help like, I'm like one of those people that believes like friends, especially people close to you, like let's all be successful. Let's all achieve shit together. I'm never one of those persons that's like, nah, fuck them. It's just going to be me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm going to be, I want let's all fucking just have just a fun ass life and just be successful at what we want to do and what we wanted to be good at. And let's just fucking be happy together. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I like. So.
I was having a conversation about that with someone who has collaborated on the pod, and I don't know if they would be comfortable with me naming them.
Fine, yeah.
If you want to go through and look at all the guests and take a guess at who it is, be my guest. I'm not telling you. But they were basically saying, first of all, they were being very kind about us coming back and doing the pod, and they're like,
it feels nice.
This is
that
great.
Feels good, yeah.
The support that we've gotten from the comedians that we had on, genuine fans of the show and our friends, has been great.
It feels really nice. It means a lot to us, seriously, straight up.
That's one of the motivating factors.
Makes me want to keep going.
Yeah, because we ultimately we realize that this is going to be a journey, and we just need to let the journey unfold the way it's supposed to, not force anything or try to overreach or drive ourselves crazy. Because we were also talking about the fact that we don't want this to feel like a job. It is work. Work goes into this, but we don't want it to feel like it's the only thing that we're doing. Like, we still want to have time to ourselves.
Yep.
We like playing Magic, disc golfing, and then, we each just
sprinkle stuff in. Yeah.
Like to sit at home and lay on the bed with the dog and watch a movie and just not have to do fucking anything, which is great sometimes.
Yeah. And also like to just enjoy the journey, like doing it more too. Like I feel like I'm more present. Like in these episodes where sometimes I'm like, because again, it kind of felt, I'm like, oh, I'm just going in like robot me now. Let me go in that. Whereas like now I'm like, because especially in the beginning and again right now, but it's just fun, dude. Because these conversations and shit just crack me up, and I have just legit. This is fun. You know what I'm saying? That's how it should feel. Not, oh fuck, we got to get a recording in. Like, let's do one. I don't really want it to feel that way. So
it has to be fun.
Yeah.
I feel like that was one of the other things that we figured out. It has to be fun. We need to enjoy doing this.
Yeah, correct.
I feel like, we were on hiatus there, and admittedly, I was being slightly voyeuristic occasionally on social media, but other than that, I was just off of it. I was burnt out. You were doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. It's just, sometimes you need to take a step away from it. But fuck, I fell off the path there for a moment. I'm in guru mode, so I'm just going on a lecture right now, and even I don't know what the next sentence is going to be about.
Well, you're getting it back of like helping people and being like philanthropic.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know, with social media, this is, you brought me back, my man.
Gotcha.
The thing with social media, and I feel like where a lot of people lose their way, is there's a certain amount of jealousy that I have because I want to do that. I don't want to be obnoxious. I just want to have legitimate fans that enjoy it and are there to watch it. And for the people that don't, you can just ignore me. But just have enough of them to where literally we are entertaining them and they are paying us by watching.
Yeah.
Or if we ever do any of the subscription stuff, we'd like to do
time
merch.
is payment, yeah.
We love cool merch.
Yeah,
Look at
merch
Derek's got a
cool.
sweet sweater. I don't know if that's in the camera shot right there. You might have to throw that up of a different podcast.
Yeah,
Look at this cool hoodie. I love shit like this.
Yeah, me too, man.
A cool hat, a nice shirt.
Yep.
We want to do that, but
It's
you know,
Goblicon, dude. It's like the little goblin face too on the front, which is pretty sick. But.
you know, it's a dope ass jacket. I would like to have merch like that, but you know, that's what we want to do. We want to use this as a tool to travel, do pods remotely, enjoy ourselves, and you know, and slowly grow it. Not try to go, we need to be at the top right now, and just like, fuck it, we'll get there eventually.
Yeah. But it's just about having fun and just appreciating the people that are still like down to listen and supportive. That shit does, it is meaningful for sure.
Big time. But going back to what I was originally getting on about, you know, I was doing this thing, really hyper focused on it, not spending time doing much else. And then after at the beginning of the year, my sister, my dad, and I went to visit Patty. She lives in a care home, and it was just great to see her. She is someone who radiates positivity. She was great with kids. She didn't have to yell at us. She has this nurturing energy. Like, she makes you feel welcome and make you feel like you're loved. So she didn't need to yell at us. We had a genuine respect. And when she said something, you listened to her because she was here to take care of us.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of my grandma when we went in there. Cause unfortunately, now I will say this, my grandma was in a very, very high end establishment. She had her own nice room that had a little kitchenette, its own bathroom. It was furnished. Whereas some of these places are more like hospitals.
Yep.
It's more like a hospital room,
Yep.
you know, which isn't very cozy. And so when you're in a situation like that and somebody's in one of those homes, fortunately, the one for my grandma was kind of dope. Like, I feel like, honestly, hopefully you're visiting them, but people that have their loved ones there are paying a pretty penny because it's nice. The staff is very nice. They have activities. They come and regularly check on them, not just to give them meds or anything.
Correct, yeah.
And they'll even encourage them to, hey, they're putting a puzzle together downstairs. We're going to do cards. Do you want to go watch a movie? Everybody's
nice.
going to watch a movie.
Yeah.
Keep them going. Versus where this place where Pat's at is just more of a they are taking care of you type of situation. But it's, you know, there's all kinds of people in there. There's some people with severe disabilities and they aren't necessarily just old. But remembering my grandma being in there, she hated it. I took multiple trips out there, and so did my dad, just to spend time with her and just to show up and be there. And I could tell that was meaningful. She was ready to go. Unfortunately, she did not like being in the home. But Pat's been in one for a while, and it made me feel bad. I was like, wow, last year I wasn't working for like 6 months. I could have been coming here almost every day. Spend an hour with her every day, go hang out, talk. She loves it. So I have been doing that. I don't go every single day, but typically every other day. My sister goes and they have coffee dates.
That's great. Yeah.
So it's good. It's good. It makes you feel good. Like people lose their way because doing things is hard and it's inconvenient. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like I get off work, she's on the way home, but I have to go there.
Correct.
And
yeah.
it's like, when you start treating people like that, like an inconvenience, you need to fucking check yourself. You need to be like, you know what? What if people were just like, I don't want to see Derek. Fuck Derek. Like, I got other things to do. I don't want to go there.
Yeah,
I don't want to see Kyle. Like, no, I'm good. Like, it's horrible. But these are things that people see Derek and they go, oh, that's terrible and I would never. But you are. and you do. Come on. Yeah. And I'm not necessarily sitting here saying I'm better than everyone or whatever. I'm just saying, like, think about it. Are you going out of your way to help people that are close to you, people that you care about? If somebody brought them up in conversation, you'd be like, I love them, they're family to me, da, 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 da. What are you doing for them? Do something. Spend time with them.
The wholesome Uncle Kyle episode. I love it, dude.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes we got to come with a little lighthearted truth and motivate you to live a better, more peaceful, harmonious life. But you should do it. You don't want to live with regret. We only live once. Losing my mother and both of my paternal grandparents in a very short period of time is just like, wow, people are dying. That sucks. But also, you got to take advantage of it. And with going to visit her, it does as much for me as it does for her. I know she loves it. Because can you imagine sitting in a room all day and just watching TV, like you really aren't doing shit?
Yeah.
You're just hanging out like full time.
Yeah.
For some people, that's a dream. They're already doing it. So for you couch potatoes out there, it up.
I got to have a little mix of multiple things. So one thing would get very tedious, dude, for sure.
Ooh. Okay, this is a fun question.
Okay.
If you had to live in a room, okay, full time, for like a long length of time.
Okay.
Undetermined, or what would be a long length of time? 5 years.
Okay. Yes.
A year? I mean, a year would be...
A year's long too, dude.
People in prison with smuggled in cell phones are like, fuck you, I've been in here for 10.
Yeah,
you son of a bitch.
I don't know, yeah.
But like years, or you could, let's just say in this scenario, you're living there into perpetuity. So let's just say it's a basic studio apartment. You got a bed, you got a bathroom with a shower or tub. For my tubbers out there, I'm a little too big for that.
I'm a shower guy too.
Tubs are not grande enough for this body. Kitchen, basic amenities.
Okay.
What are, other than like the basics, you would have food there. You don't know how it gets there. It just kind of like Lance Burton's.
And
into
I
the
can't
fridge.
leave this room, obviously.
You cannot leave. You are stuck there. What are 5 things? You can only have 5 things. What are 5 things? And I will allow you to ask questions about shit if it sways your decisions. 5 things that you would have in the room. Boom.
One would be a computer, 100%.
Okay. So in this scenario, you're assuming that via computer you will have a connection to the outside world if one exists.
Correct. Yes.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go and like make this an apocalyptic, or you're somewhere in the void.
Oh, okay. This
type of situation. But also, if you want to go computer, I would say okay. You should become a fucking hacker if you
like a hacker, or I'd play like games and shit.
If you can't get out and nobody can get to you, fuck them, dude. Burn the government down. Go insane. Tear it down via the interwebs.
Yeah, that would be crazy. But no, more just for games and interaction, dude. Just to be like to play something that catches my attention.
Okay, so that will be your tie to humanity. You will get to interact with people via the computer.
And to know that I'm not alone.
Smart move.
Because I think
I respect it.
Feeling like you're alone would be pretty brutal. Because you'd be like, well, like, is there anyone else even out there, or like, why? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of
have that connection,
what
human
I'm
connection, dude.
With the care home shit, is I'm sure there's a lot of people in there that, if you're seeing the same nurses every day, that's not human interaction. Like someone that either that you haven't seen coming to talk to you, or just a stranger. I don't know. I'm not gonna. I want to go. I want to talk to Pat. I don't have that big of a bleeding heart. I'm not going to be going around to the different rooms, because I was trying to find Pat's room, and some of these people are not all there mentally. They probably have dementia and shit.
What if we got asked to do a live pod as like an older person home like that? Would you do it?
Sold. Yeah. I mean,
just sit there and storytell.
These are the coolest fucking old people on the planet. If they like what I'm serving up, like I got the good mashed potatoes with the gravy. Yeah, hell yeah, I'd do it. But yeah, okay, so when we initially were going to see Pat, because the last time I had seen her, it was during COVID, and so we had to sit on a patio, and they brought her to like a sliding glass door, and we just sat there and talked, and we had to wear masks and stuff. But obviously, she is elderly and
Yeah,
we don't want to get her sick. She has
and-
asthma
yeah.
and stuff, so don't want to do that. So I didn't know where her room is. So we're kind of bopping around. We're asking some of the nurse and or staff where to go. One of them points us in the wrong direction. We go all the way to the end of the hall, and I'm like, this is not it. People's names are on the doors. Hers is not. I kind of pop my head in, not even pop my head in, just kind of get at an angle into the room. And there is this tiny little old woman who's laying on the bed with a blanket, and she's just, there may or may not have been a TV on. But the second I looked in, she looked at me and went, help me, help me, help me, help me. And I was like,
dude, that's like a horror movie, dude.
No. And
that's like a horror movie.
I backed out of the door and started walking down the hall. Caitlin and Dad are like, hey, hey. And I'm like, go.
Dude, I'm not trying to be mean.
No, poor thing. She,
Poor
yeah.
thing,
Well, I
but
mean, she
also-
probably has dementia or something like that going
That's
on.
so
Poor thing. But
sad.
it was kind of funny. Bless you. Fuck. Help me. I was like, oh my God.
It's frightening.
Okay. Connection to humanity. But yes, to that point, I am being selfish and tying my own shit in. That's why I love Pat. I love spending time with her. And also, I just know that she loves it. And that's very important to me because I know that it's important to her. It's more valuable than money or anything else. It's your time and making other people happy. Computer next.
Oh God, this is like kind of like a super hard question, honestly, dude.
I came up with it on the fly, and I knew this might be a thinker, which is why we get our little verbal journeys in the in between spaces.
For me, I mean, next probably would be like a video game console, probably as well.
But you got
I
the
just
computer,
enjoy-
buddy. You're not just gonna game it up on the computer.
Oh, am I allowed to have?
Hell
video
yeah,
games with the-
absolutely.
Okay, so those are
Computer's a
tied-
combo
okay.
item. That's
Okay,
why it's a
cool.
smart choice. Yeah, computers
Perfect.
tied to the outside world, entertainment. I mean, technically, I'm kind of helping you cheat here, but it'll make your choices more creative. Technically, you don't even need a goddamn TV if you have a big enough monitor.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
Computer
Yeah,
is
'cause
TV,
computer- yeah.
video games,
Yeah, it's-
connection to the outside
So that
world.
pick is just like knocks
utility
so much
choice.
shit out. Yeah, it's just a great choice.
It's the mana vault of choices. You could just
Damn, dude. Yeah, what else would I want? I'm trying to think, dude. Probably like some type of like game. So like a puzzle,
Okay.
or something to keep me sharp,
I
or like a
respect it.
Legos to build something, so it keeps me a little sharper. Because when you get older, they say if you kind of make
specify,
it,
is it Legos or a puzzle? What are we doing?
it can only be one or the other. Okay.
Gotta pick one.
I'm gonna say Legos then, just because I enjoy more of like the construction and like architecture.
Are you Star Wars in it? Are you getting like a
Absolutely.
Death Star or
Absolutely.
something?
And by the way,
to
side
scale?
note, they're coming out with a Death Star that's $1,000 Lego set, dude, and it's supposed to be like the giant, like a bigger version of the Death Star. This epic freaking Lego thing, which is kind of sick, dude.
Right now, go in the comments if you like Star Wars or if you just like this idea I'm about to throw at you. If we get traction and people like it, and we'll campaign for a little bit of this on social media, if you think it would be funny for us to make a video, we will time lapse, obviously, buy the giant motherfucking expensive Star Wars Lego and assemble it over time.
That would be fucking sick, dude. Yeah.
I'm gonna like
kinda sick.
Google the workbook for that and see what the estimated completion time is.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
you
probably
take
10,
that
dude.
and you multiply it by 1.5 because you are not a professional Lego assembler. Neither am I. I'm saying I would want the extra time too.
Correct.
Okay, great. That's a great choice.
Thanks, man.
Legos.
Yeah, keeps your brain active and just keeps my hands kind of moving.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. It's a great choice.
All right.
That is important for maintaining your sanity.
Number 3. I already have access to like food. You said food just appears. Right?
Yes,
Did you say
food
that?
is not an issue. If I will say, if you would like, and I know you don't, and if you're familiar with the show, you know he doesn't too. Not a slam. If you wanted a cheese fondue fountain that you could just dip your toes in and suck the cheese off, like that's going to be an extra choice. You don't get to have that. Oh, that's not complimentary with the food that magically appears.
Yeah. If you want something special, you gotta ask. Yeah,
Ooh,
it's gotta be
okay.
a
No. Okay, so this isn't part of the 5, but I do think that everybody needs to know this. You can only pick one Derek approved food item, and it just when you're hungry, you could even like summon it, like boom, right now. But one item that just always appears you eat is it pizza? Is it
pizza?
Pizza would be the
Pizza's
go-to.
just always just such a like. If I just knew it wasn't so harsh on me, dude, I could just eat it every day, like, and never get tired of it. Like, I love fucking pizza
That
so much.
There's that guy that's a high-level jiu-jitsu guy. His name's Mikey Musumeci.
Oh, yeah. He loves
something.
pizza and eats pizza, too.
Yeah, but he's catered his whole diet to eat pizza and pasta. He does the intermittent... I don't think he calls it intermittent fasting, but essentially it is where he eats... Like, he has like a 4 to 6 hour window at night where he eats, and then the whole day, even before he trains and stuff, he doesn't eat. So, pizza, I respect it. Utility food. Okay, so we got Legos, computer. What do we got next? Because we don't have to have any food items. We got that resolved. Pizza on deck. I would even say I'd let the pizza be from a different place. I wouldn't even fuck you like that. I would say
nice.
You could rotate. Rotate
like
Zaz, yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Because if you pick burgers, you got to be able to rotate burgers.
Correct. That's true.
Unless you get the Jesus burger from, what is that called? Stay Tuned? Was it Stay Tuned?
Stay Tuned, yeah. Stay Tuned,
inside the Hard Hat Lounge.
Can't be giving spots like that away, dude. I'm just kidding, dude.
There's a lot of food bloggers that have talked about that. That's how I found out about it. If you live in Vegas,
Fireburger,
Hard Hat Lounge, it's in a shitty area.
Stripper kind
It's
of
down by Little D's.
Yeah,
there are homeless and other I'm not going to call all homeless people unsavory, but there is like drug activity. It's not a great place. The bar itself,
so make sure you're safe.
They have security. It's very clean.
It is.
It's very gentrified.
Nice.
It's almost. It's essentially a hipster.
It's like a hipster.
Honestly.
It's like a hipster dive bar, dude. Yeah. But like a cool one. Like actually, believe it or not. Yeah. But the burger, delicious. But no, pizzas would be my go-to there for sure. What about like furniture? Would I have to ask for some type of furniture? Or
if it's
furnished?
A specialty furniture, then yes, that would be on the list. If it's just like chair, couch, bed, gaming chair, sure.
Because all right. Because I was thinking of like
computer would obviously be on a desk.
Yeah.
Or because you're in the forgotten realm, maybe it's just floating in the ether.
It's just up and you can use it.
You have ghost computer. What if you had ghost chair? What if you could just go like this and just summon the computer and you just no.
Bed would be in there too, right? So okay, I know I would ask for a dog. I think would that be allowed? A little friend.
I would allow that, but the issue is you are living with a dog that's shitting and pissing in a small space with you. I mean, I guess we both love dogs. And I'm going to allow it for the love for dogs.
How can I take the trash out?
Let's just say the dog has a little interdimensional doggy door where it gets to go outside. It's a safe place. There's no birds of prey. There's no bald eagles. They're just going to go. Oh my God. I'm going to have to find this and show it to you. But do you know what a sugar glider is?
Yes. They're the cutest thing in the world.
And you can throw some people like they raise them and then they take them out and they'll like throw them towards a tree and then they'll fucking glide back in.
Cool, dude. Yeah, it's so cool.
There's a video. I don't know where it is. It looked like it was in a big city, New York, Chicago, whatever. A big urban area that had big buildings. She was in some kind of a square, like an open area where there wasn't all buildings around her, and she's throwing the thing. You're like, how cute is that? Little flyer just gliding. He goes into the wind and he comes right back to mama. He just comes, hi, mommy, and he comes right back. And then one time, she tosses this little son of a bitch in the air. He does the turn to come back to mommy, and a falcon just goes.
Oh, dude, that's horrible.
She had her hand up, and it just was like,
oh no, that's so horrible, dude. Oh, you just made me so sad. You just made everyone so sad. That's horrible. Why'd you just make me so sad?
That's nature.
Yeah, I don't like it.
What if that was your hawk and you're like, sweet, you got lunch?
No,
didn't even
dude,
have to do anything.
Up. No, dude, I don't like it, dude. It's so sad.
I feel bad too, but also the lady's an idiot. Why are you throwing your Beanie Baby through the fucking air in the middle of the city?
Because how cute it is, just like you explained. It's pure joy.
You know what? And she was recording it for social media, and that's why God had to step in and clean it up.
I guess.
Had to take that sugar glider out. He was like, you are the sacrificial lamb that must die for the sins of the influencer. It is unfortunate, but it was just like, damn, nature stepped in. I would, oh my God.
So
I'd be
sad.
beside myself if, I would. Woo! woo, I would kill anything that even looked like it was coming towards the dog.
Yeah.
Dead. Like, you are not getting my dog.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But oh my God, I'd feel so terrible. It was so funny when we went to Joshua Tree. I took Dale on a little walk.
Oh yeah, poor little Dale.
And we stayed pretty close to the road because this is out in the middle of the desert. I'm sure there's snakes and shit. And once again, we're on team. Let's not lose the dog.
Correct. Yeah.
But it was funny. There was a bunch of those little cactuses that they look like sea urchins. He stepped on one. And I was kind of looking around, and I looked down at him, and he just looked up at me and held up his paw with the thing in it. And I was like, oh, my man, I got you. And I pulled it out, and he immediately, he just held it up. He knew he was like, assist, get this shit out of my foot. And then he just walked off. I was like, all right. Yeah. It was adorable.
That is adorable, dude. It's so
It was like that Puss in Boots character from Shrek with the eyes. He just looked up at me.
Cute,
poor fella.
Oh, poor little guy. Let me hook you up here, dude.
Okay,
So
you're kind of crushing it with the choices. So we got computer, Legos for a little creative time, dog for companionship. Number 4.
We're getting deep now. It's hard, man. I had to like really search for that. I wish you asked for 3, but 5 is like
No, because like I said, I feel like you're gonna have some creative choices with this.
I think I'm doing okay so far. So there's no like companionship or anyone to visit you or anything, right? So like we're assuming that we don't know if the outside world exists. So I'm gonna say.
I mean, I don't know if this is where it's going, but if you want the Charlize Theron at your service, I mean, I would respect the decision because technically it's not a person. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not a person. It's not a person. That's within the rules, not on the banned list. Her titties look great, but they're not real. The outside looks good. The inside looks mechanical. At any moment, also a gamble. What if she has a software update and becomes a Terminator and destroys you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it was.
No, you can't. No, you can't die. Hypothetically, you're here forever. You'd probably come up with some really creative shit to do with them Legos. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Legos would be cool.
We got to keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a good amount of there's some trimmies in here, so we're good.
Yeah. So, all right.
But I do like the topic.
So 4 would be
to me.
companionship in that realm. I was trying to be more nice.
Okay. All right. Okay. A real woman denied.
Okay, but like a robot.
If you want Megbot 7000, approved. Sure.
Okay.
Selma Hayek. Sure.
Because that's also like something you can talk to as well.
You should have tried to genie it and say, "Can I have 2 sexy robots?
No,
one
that's too
Charlize Theron
greedy.
and the other one is Salma Hayek." You can run the same choice back twice.
No, it's too greedy, dude.
All right, number 5. Bring us home.
Oh man, I'm trying to really think here. I feel like I have a really good setup, dude. I'm pretty happy with my setup now.
Give us a wild card. Throw us off. Throw us out into left field.
I'm trying to
dig deep. Enter the enigma.
Something I could do, like, dude.
Okay.
Okay, and I got one. I think I know one. Because you told me that if the dog can go into an international doggy door, then for me, I would like to be able to take a vacation to any place in the world that I'd want. Because I could go through the fucking interdimensional fucking thing and go to like the beach.
Your dog can get through smaller holes.
So why is it allowed?
You ain't getting out the fucking door.
Get a nice little safe.
You can throw your arm out and be like,
"Hey!" Said it was super safe environment to go poo and all explore.
For him, that's for him. That's not for you. Milo, that's for you.
That's
not
up,
for him.
Dude. Milo's gonna be all pumped on that, dude.
Yeah.
He's like, "Fuck yeah."
He can go ape shit. He can. Run all over the
fine.
place.
Denied on that. Okay, because I would have been like, go to the beach or something.
Yeah, that's a
or something like
violation.
that.
I'll let you have companionship. You can't double companionship.
Okay, well then I'm gonna go with this because this would be pretty cool. I want a fucking golf virtual reality screen.
Oh,
I could fucking
okay.
play golf.
Sure.
And it makes me active. It keeps me a little bit fit
They
or
have
whatever,
some very advanced versions
that are
of that
very
shit
sick,
now.
dude. Yeah. You can even, I think you can make them to do disc golf too on them, which is
that'd
kind of
be neat.
fucking cool too.
Yeah.
So that I would probably do that because it'd just be fun and it would keep me still mobile and moving around.
Okay.
And stuff.
I
So that'd be
respect
my
it.
form of like exercise.
Okay. That's a good 5. That's a solid 5. For mine, it's easy because we got double picks. Computer, great. Dog, yes.
Okay. Yep.
What was the other one that you said? What were the first 3? Computer, dog, and fucking, oh my God, Derek. No.
Legos.
There it is. No, you know what?
Yes, I said Legos.
Yeah, you did say Legos. Okay, computer, dog. I would say for me, I would want to have like a pretty extensive art set. I would want to have an easel.
Okay.
I would want to have
cool.
canvases,
Fuck yeah.
acrylic
Little drawings,
paints,
paint and shit. Yeah.
even some pencils and stuff. I haven't done it in the longest time, and I have entirely too many hobbies. But if I ever get to retire, I will. I'll do it before then, but I do enjoy that. And comparatively to the Legos, it's just something that allows you to kind of release
Yes.
things and be creative
Yes,
and
it's great.
build
Yeah.
and just do stuff.
Yeah,
So that would
that's
be
really cool. I like that.
my version of that.
Perfect.
I would also have a Kindle or like a Fire, something where I could get books.
Okay.
Because
to
I don't
read,
want to
that's
pick
good-
a
that's
book.
good-
And if we're
yeah.
allowing the computer for video game stuff, I think a Kindle or Fire book or whatever the hell it's called
Yeah, it's
is
the-
okay.
yeah, okay.
Because I like to
Electronic book.
read. Reading is good.
Okay. So that's 4. So now we got to go to 5. What would be your 5th? Are you going woman robot too? You don't like the idea of a woman robot, huh?
No, I mean, I'm good with solitude, man. Me and the dog. And also, I
Fair.
would be heavily in the camp of worried about this thing just murdering me in my sleep. And also, when you're sleeping, the bitch is awake. She is.
No, I
like,
could power it down,
sleep
dude. That shit
mode.
is like Megan Fox. You'd go boop on the back of her
Come
neck
on,
and it powers
Bubba. That's
down,
like
dude.
these things. You could turn this off and take it apart, and there's still a chip in here that the NSA is listening to
I know,
every
right?
single word. I hope you're enjoying yourself.
Like alien technology that
Yeah.
we don't even know about. Yeah, that's you're not wrong.
So I would say I'm going sentimental. I would have my cross.
Okay.
Because this cross, my dad bought me this cross because he wanted me to get a nice gold one. This replaced a wooden cross that was on a rope that I wore to work for years, and I had to glue it back together sometimes because I would sweat so much and it would fall apart into 2 pieces. But it was made of a precious wood. I guess I'm being a bad Catholic by not knowing exactly what it is, but my mother wanted me to wear it, and I did. And this was to take its place because gold is not only nice, and it's nice to have a nice piece of jewelry, but also it lasts forever. That's
Very
why it's
nice.
expensive.
I like that. Okay. I
Little
respect
sentimental tip.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went on a crazy journey. I think this hit all the high notes. We had
Yeah.
funny stuff, we had sentimental stuff, little motivation. You know,
Had it all, dude.
to round it out.
that. Making you think a little bit.
Yeah,
Questions.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do some thought provoking. I'm gonna say next episode we'll hit another bad impression, and I'll get some more in there so we can do it.
Sounds good.
And just to round it out, I'm not going to plug anything. You know what we got. We will definitely be plugging it again in future episodes. Go out there. People that you're close to, your family, loved ones that aren't blood, tell them you love them, visit them, spend time with them, make people feel like they fucking matter, and the world would become a better place. Just give everybody a big group hug. Okay? Right,
it.
sweet Derek?
I love it, buddy. Love it.
We'll see you on the next one.
Later.
Like, subscribe, share, follow us on Rumble. Get in there. Be kind.